it is very, very important. And the power of attorney is one of the key instruments that we use to plan for incapacity. There are a couple of different ways to do it. And one is the springing versus immediate. Let's talk about what that means.
So an immediate power of attorney means exactly what it sounds like. The minute you sign it, it's valid. The person you named can use it on your behalf to act. A springing power of attorney means that there's specific language and requirements within the document that must be met in order for the document to become active, for that person to be able to act on your behalf. The typical gold standard is 1, you have to be incapacitated, and 2, the person has to get 2 doctor's notes stating that you're incapacitated. And them being very general, these could be customized to what you would like, but that's the generalization that is the gold standard of what these documents say.
Right. That's a very important point. The default tends to be the document will say this power of attorney becomes effective only when I'm incapacitated. And incapacitated means 2 doctors in writing have said that I can't manage things for myself. But your power of attorney does not have to use 2 doctors. Sometimes that is very difficult. And we have seen clients struggling to get those 2 doctors' notes, even though everybody in the family knows this person cannot manage for themselves. But getting a doctor to spend enough time with their patient to figure that out, to write those statements, and getting 2 doctors to do that, it just can be really a challenge. So we encourage our clients to think maybe there's a different path that makes more sense for me and my family.
Right. And just because somebody is vulnerable doesn't mean they're incapacitated. So it could just be that you never get a doctor's note because there is no dementia or capacity issue, but they just might be vulnerable. They just might be super duper generous to their own fault, to a fault of their, of their own. They're giving their own money away. And and the doctors aren't going to see that. They're not looking at your financial records. They're looking at your medical records.
Right. So that's an important point to think about. And I've even seen a requirement that the 2 doctors' notes have to be signed under penalty of perjury. For some reason, in the last year, I've seen that a number of times in documents written by other people. And I always thought, oh my gosh, why are we making it so hard? But I also recently saw 2 doctors' letters signed under penalty of perjury. So
so it's possible.
It's not impossible.